For more English learning videos, subscribe to my channel, The Schoolyard Dispute. In a peaceful village surrounded by tall mountains and clear rivers, there stood a small but lively school called Sunflower Elementary. The school had students from all over the village, and they came to learn and play together every day. Sunflower Elementary was known for having the happiest students. Every morning the children would run to school excited for the day ahead. Among the students were two best friends, Tom and Lily. They were inseparable. Tom was a tall, kind boy with a love for football. He played every day during recess, kicking the ball around with his friends. Lily, on the other hand, was known for her speed. She could run faster than any other student in the school, and whenever there was a race, she always came first. Even though they loved different things, Tom and Lily always supported each other. One bright morning, the head teacher, Mrs. Green, made an exciting announcement. Standing in front of the whole school, she said, "Students, we have some special news. Next week, we will have a big competition. There will be football matches, running races, and many more games. The winner of each event will get a big, shiny trophy, and the entire school will be cheering for you." The children erupted into cheers. They loved competitions, and they all wanted to win the shiny trophies. Tom was especially excited for the football tournament, and Lily couldn't wait for the races. She dreamed of holding the trophy high above her head while everyone clapped for her. But that afternoon, while Tom and Lily were talking about the competition, they heard something that made them both stop. "I can't wait for the football tournament," said one of the boys in Tom's class. "It's going to be so much fun, I know," replied another boy. "It's good that only boys can play football. Football is a boys' game. After all," Lily frowned. "What do you mean only boys can play football? I want to play too." The boys looked at Lily and laughed. "Football is for boys," they said. "Girls can't play football. It's too rough for them. They wouldn't know what to do." Tom saw how upset Lily was. "That's not true," he said. "Lily's just as strong as any of us, and she can play if she wants to," but the boys didn't listen. "It's the rules," one of them said. "Girls don't play football. They should stick to running races and other things like that." Lily felt hurt. She loved playing all kinds of sports, and she was good at football, too. Why couldn't she play just because she was a girl? She didn't understand why people thought boys were the only ones who could play football. That afternoon, Tom and Lily went to speak with Mrs. Green. "Mrs. Green," Tom began, "we heard that only boys are allowed to play in the football tournament. Is that true?" Mrs. Green smiled kindly but nodded. "Yes, that's correct," she said. "We've always had separate events for boys and girls. Boys play football, and girls usually join the running races." "But why?" Lily asked. her voice full of frustration. "I want to play football, and I'm sure other girls do too. It's not fair that only boys can join." Mrs. Green's face softened. "Lily, I understand how you feel, but this is just how it's always been. Football is a rough game, and it's been a tradition that boys play while girls participate in other activities, but that doesn't mean it's right," Tom added. "Lily's really good at football, and she should be able to play if she wants to." Mrs. Green sighed. "I'm sorry, Tom, but the rules have been like this for many years. I don't think we can change them." Feeling disappointed, Tom and Lily left Mrs. Green's office. Lily felt angry and sad at the same time. She didn't understand why people thought girls were weaker or couldn't play certain sports. Tom was upset too. He believed everyone should have the same chance, no matter if they were a boy or a girl. That evening, as Lily sat in her room, she thought about the situation. Why were there rules that separated boys and girls like this? Why couldn't they just play together and enjoy the game? She knew she had to do something, but she wasn't sure what. The next day at school, Tom came up with an idea. "Lily," he said, "what if we talk to everyone else in the class and get them to support us? If enough students agree, maybe Mrs. Green will change her mind." Lily's eyes lit up. "That's a great idea. If we show that boys and girls want to play together, maybe they'll change the rules." So, during recess, Tom and Lily went around talking to the other students. Some of the boys didn't agree at first. "Why do we need girls on the football team?" one of them asked. "We've always played without them." But Tom explained, it's not about needing them. It's about giving everyone a chance. If Lily or any other girl wants to play, why should we stop them? We're all here to have fun and compete. Slowly, more and more students began to agree. "Yeah, why not let everyone join?" one boy said. "It'll make the competition more fun." "I want to play football too," one girl said. "I don't just want to run races." By the end of the day, Tom and Lily had gathered a large group of students who supported their cause. The next morning, they went together to Mrs. Green's office. Mrs. Green was surprised to see so many students. "What's going on?" she asked. "We all think the rules should change," Tom said confidently. "Boys and girls should be able to play any sport they want. It's not fair to separate us." Lily stepped forward. "We just want to have fun and compete. It shouldn't matter if we're boys or girls. We should all get the same chance to play." Mrs. Green looked at the group of determined students. She had never seen them so united before. She thought about what they were saying, and slowly she began to realize that they were right. "You've all made some very good points," Mrs. Green said after a long pause. "I never thought about it this way before. Maybe it's time we changed the rules." The students cheered. "Does this mean we can all play in any event we want?" one of the boys asked. Mrs. Green smiled. "Yes. From now on, boys and girls can join any sport or event they like. There will be no more separation. Everyone gets the same chance." Lily was overjoyed. She hugged Tom and thanked him for standing up with her. They couldn't believe that they had actually changed the school's rules. When the day of the big competition arrived, the school was buzzing with excitement. Everyone was talking about how things were going to be different this year. The football field was packed with boys and girls, all eager to play. Lily joined Tom's team, and together they played an incredible game. And when it was time for the races, Lily ran like the wind. She didn't just compete, she won first place, holding the shiny trophy high above her head as everyone cheered. The competition was a huge success, and the best part was that everyone, boys and girls, felt included. From that day on, Sunflower Elementary was known for being a school where everyone had a chance to shine, no matter who they were. Tom and Lily were proud of what they had accomplished. They had shown everyone that boys and girls are equal, and they proved that when people come together and stand up for what is right, they can make a real difference. And that was the greatest victory of all.